David with the CE Pro Blog Mob. I'm here with Shadi from Trak-Kit. And Shadi, normally I would start by asking you questions, but in this case I'm going to do part of your job for you because I'm a little familiar with your product. And I've seen a lot of motorized products over the years, but this is probably the most unique one I've ever seen. It can take the television, and what's especially unique about it is it can move it all around the room, anywhere that you might want it to go. And then it can even go hide into a wall when it's not in use.
Correct.
And then you can even have one or two or three motorized, correct?
Sure. And one of the popular things for our various projects, on the back of the TV, we mount artwork from the client or in the boardroom or residence. And the beauty of it is that the TV can rotate and park against the wall, but the TV will be facing the wall, and what it leaves behind is the artwork on the wall.
So when it's not in use, they can see artwork.
Correct.
And you could use the rotation to handle different viewing areas,
Absolutely.
maybe to go into the middle of a room. And
so what we did this year as a new thing with our new brand Flow. Flow is the accessory line of Trak-Kit, right? Trak-Kit is very focused on the hardware of the tracks. Flow is a lifestyle company. So what we did is we noticed that we make this very fancy track, grease the slip in the ceiling. Our dealers go through a lot of work, and then because there's nothing available on the market, our dealers are forced to hang a big 65-inch black TV and stick an LCR on the bottom of it, right? Well, the entire presentation, even though in the back of it is a painting, the entire presentation doesn't look very, very nice. So this year we decided to make these really nice covers, which by the way come in any kind of materials you can imagine, from matte black to like walnut, wengi, corian, stainless steel, like bronze, whatever it is. Okay. Right there we have all these speakers are corian covers. So we CNC these guys to the size of the TV, and we build our own custom speakers, either on the size or an LCR as you see over there on the bottom. And now you have a very nice presentation and very good sound at the same time, because we started doing some research and we came up with a very nice full-range drivers with very coherent 4-inch drivers that are one driver, so we're not using an MTM arrangement. So they're off-axis, they're very good. But one of the beauties of the Trak, of course, is when you have an LCR built into the TV, you're always going to be in the sweet spot, because no matter where you sit, the TV is going to rotate and adjust.
So, but just to be clear, that's an option, so a dealer can use this case if they want to.
If they want to.
If they don't want to for some reason.
And the beauty of it is they can buy a case with an LCR and just hang it on the wall. They don't need to use our tracks.
Okay. And how many, what's the most that you've ever done together in a room on a track? Because I've seen some pictures or some videos where
we've done some 60-footers, and the most impressive track that we've done is one that takes two Panasonic 103s out of a closet, makes a left and a right turn, and shows up in front of a big boardroom. It's a very fancy, exotic track.
Okay, and the last thing is I'd like you to show us one of the things I really like about this is that you can integrate it with any control system, and you have a lot of control over where this ends up, and you can set presets. So could you show us some of the presets for this? And I'll get out of the way.
So essentially, this is we have the drivers for everything. This is our AMX driver, and as you can see, I'm going to stop this now.
Okay, so let's just focus on the television, Max, so that we can see how it can go to any preset that you want to go to.
Right, so basically I have 6 presets, 6 positions to save them. I've got the front arrows and all of that.
So hit a preset first.
So now I'm going to go to preset 2. It's going to rotate and go linear and get exactly to where it needs to be, and it's going to stop. And it's very accurate. These are the same motors that are used on CNC machines. They are closed-loop servo smart motors.
I've noticed it's totally silent.
Extremely silent, extremely accurate. As I've said, some of our clients end up hanging a $200,000 artwork on the back of the TV. The idea of this TV losing where it is and hitting walls and stuff is just not an option.
With a Crestron or an AMX system, one of the things that I thought of is that we could even put a floor plan view.
Absolutely.
And show presets, and they could simply press where they want it to go.
Absolutely.
And go to that point.
Well, this is all the cool stuff that our integrators can do if they get excited about it. The other great thing is our motors are two-way communication. As they start moving, they're constantly sending the strings of their locations, their counters. So if somebody went the extra mile and created a two-way driver for it, not only in plan you can take it to where it is, as the thing starts moving, you can see its shadow on the floor plan as the TV starts to rotate and move, because you could update the graphics.
Well, I think I said the last question a few minutes ago, but I'm fascinated by this product, so I've got another one, which is I think one of the things I noticed is with a lot of motorized products, we have to do the timing. We have to try to time it for 5 or 7 seconds to get it to stop where we want it, and it might be ever so slightly different position. This isn't working on that way, is it? In other words, we're actually setting presets where this will always go to that point.
Exactly.
We don't have to worry about trying to say.
Well, there are very crazy things you can do with it. For example, if you daisy chain our motors together, which means you only use, it's better because you only use one comp port on your equipment. So you have one comp port, you daisy chains both the linear and rotary motor together. In your code, you can establish a mathematical relationship between the two.
Okay.
For example, if you really want to be elegant, see, in this trade show, I hadn't done that. So if you notice, when the TV is moving from position 1 to position 2, it starts to move linear and it starts to move rotary. Well, linear gets there first, and you're still rotating, right? Well, if I had an elegant program, I could tell them that I want the linear and rotary to stop exactly at the same time. So it always calculates and says, oh, I'm only moving 3 feet at this speed, but I'm rotating 90 degrees at that speed. So I'm going to slow down to 90 degrees to make sure it matches with that 3 feet movement, and I'm going to stop at the same time.
Great.
So all these things can be done.
It's an awesome product. Thank you, Shadi.
Thank you very much.